it's Rock and I'm back with Maria. We're going to be doing a full head hair extensions. We highlighted her hair and in the video we did earlier today, and now we're going to be doing a whole head hair extensions. We're gluing them in. This is the method that I use on myself, and I get lots and lots of questions for it, so I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do. Okay, her hair is washed and dried, but it's not conditioned. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the Liquid Gold Bond to Weave glue, again, that I use on everyone. I have a blow dryer here and just a couple hair clips. I have the hair extensions cut already because we had them in her hair before. And then I've got some of these snooky clips, whatever you call them, I don't know, it's just what I call them. I have her hair parted on the side of her head on where she normally wears it. And this is just going to help me go around and follow it in. So I'm going to take her hair up. Her hair was red, and so we're slowly like bleaching it out. So she has a little bit of discoloring down in the bottom because that's where we have the darkest. So I'm going to pull it up to where I have a nice even line down here where I'm going to glue the hair, her first track or two. And then I'm just going to twist it up and then clip it. And then these little hairs down here, because we cut her hair into an A-line, these are falling down, so I'm going to go ahead and pull these down because we're going to put a track down low because her hair is growing out really good. And then I'm going to clip that up there like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hand me the smallest track that you have, the shortest one.
The shorter one?
Yeah. So I will start at the bottom and work my way up and then do the sides. So we'll go, I think it's underneath here. Right, this little guy. So what I'm going to do is get a track that we've already used. I'm going to have her bend her hair down. I'm going to put it on first, make sure it measures on to where it fits. Then I'm going to go ahead and put glue on my track. I'm setting it down on a little side table here. And then I'm going to glue my track, and I'll show you guys in just a second. I'm getting glue all over the place. So I placed the glue right along the top part of the weft. And I'm going to go ahead and place it onto her hairline, right like this. I'm going to hit it with the blow dryer, and the heat's going to help it go on. I pull my fingers back away and then just keep the heat on it. I'm going to take the clip down to where the next hair is going to, I'm blowing it down to where it lays, it's going to lay smoother. And this is still putting heat on the track. This is just helping it go a little bit faster. Okay, so I'm going to continue and work my way up her head till I get about to right at the top of her ears. So that's going to be about 3 or 4 more tracks, and then I'm going to start zigzagging it going to the sides. Okay, so on this side of her head where she's parting this way and coming over, I'm going to bring the tracks further up closer to her temple, because it's not going to show because her hair is going to fall that way. Okay, so give me a light blonde big piece. Cool. Okay, so she gave me the track. This was what we're going to put in now. I'm going to go ahead, place the glue on it, and then place it on her scalp. And the glue comes out kind of like a nail polish. So I just go ahead and I paint the glue on with the brush that comes in the lid. Blonde extensions are harder than dark extensions because the blonde hair, you can see through it easily, and so you have to hide the extensions more. So it's a little more challenging, and your placement needs to be a little more careful. Whereas with darker hair, you can kind of just put them in wherever not be as careful, because you know the dark hair is going to hide it because you can't see through the hair. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place it here and then bring it around the back. Go ahead, give me your finger right on this one. Okay, cool. So she brought her finger up on the other side, and give me this finger on this one. And then she's going to hold that side. And while she's holding it, I'm having her hold it down. This really helps while I put the blow dryer on it. So go ahead, let go. Okay, give me another medium to small blonde piece. Okay. Again, I use the blow dryer not to burn them, and I don't hold it on one area really long. I kind of move it around, and I do that so that the heat is going to help set the glue faster. You can do it without a blow dryer, but it's just, you're not going to get the same bond as fast without it. Okay, so I have another little piece here, and I'm putting the glue on again. And you guys can't see me doing it because it's down on the table. You need to hold the extension piece down by your hand and put the glue on with your other hand. When I do my own extensions by myself on my whole head. And when I do that, I just use smaller pieces like this, and I'll put it on, and I'll just hit it with the blow dryer. But it has to be the width between my finger and my thumb, so I can hold it down like this with one hand and then blow dry it with the other hand. So see how go ahead, turn your head for me. The way I'm holding it with one hand right now, and then hitting it with the blow dryer, that's the same width that I do when I do it on myself, because I don't have someone to help me. It's usually in the middle of the night or early in the morning when I'm doing mine. So I'll hold it down like that, and then I'll just come in and I'll push it into place. It's overlapping that first track that we did, and that's totally okay because it's just going to set in. It'll just act like one piece, one extension, one track. Can I just tap it till it feels like it's in really good? And so then I'm just going to continue my way up, and at this point, because her hair is getting long, I just go ahead and I split it apart. So I'm taking a rat tail comb, and I'm just going to come through and about an inch above the track that we just did, I'm going to pull hair down, and that's going to be our next track. So see, you can see that track through it. That's what I was talking about with blonde hair. You can see through the hair. So you got to be a little more careful when you're going higher up on the head, because you have to disguise it. You don't want your client to be having to fight with covering their hair all the time. But in honesty, with blonde hair, you have to. It doesn't matter how thick the person's hair is. They're going to be dealing with, you know, a little more precarious cover up. So they're going to need to know how to back comb. My voice is starting to come back. Mm-hmm. I'm so happy. I can scream now. Alright. And I'm going to set this into her bang area. Can you put your finger up there? Hold it for me. Thank you. And again, I'm like holding this as, no, you're fine. I'm holding this as I go because I want it to be like as flat as possible. I want it to be super flat and super tight on the upper part of her head. So I'm going to hold it down for just a second before I put the blow dryer on it. Put in the last track that's on the top of our head. Go ahead and put your head down. So we glued them in fairly high, so they're going this high up. I like to do them high up on people that I know are okay with extensions because it's easy to hide. Okay. So we're done with her extensions. This side is blended really good. You can't see any tracks. This side is blended too. The only part where it's going to be questionable, where we have to hide, is right here on top. And that's okay. We can hide it by cutting the hair and gluing it on, but that's really only good if you don't wash your hair a lot. And she washes her hair like a normal person. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and pull up her bang and then back comb it and then pull it down and forward. And then over here, the same thing. And it's good when you go high because then she can look in the mirror and see if her tracks are showing and not have to be like, oh, I don't know what's going on in the back. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to hairspray it down. And then just section her bangs over. Awesome. And then that's our example of a full head hair extension. So go ahead and put your hair down. See how when her head's down, like if you really look, you can see it, but not really. So we just back comb it to blend it in, and then go ahead and put your head. And she's got long, luxurious, full hair now. And when we started, she had an A-line. It was up to here. So